Hi, I'm Vincent, and in this video, I will show you how to set up your very first cold email campaign using Instantly.ai. So you will see how to connect and warm up your email accounts, how to find leads with verified emails, how to import them in Instantly, how to create your first cold email campaign, and finally, how to set up the perfect campaign settings to land in the inbox folder of your leads. My goal is that if you follow this process step by step, you will be able to start sending cold emails at scale, and I'm sure it will help you to book sales calls with your ideal clients. Let's start. All right, so the first thing you need to do is to create your free account on Instantly.ai. So if you want to do that, you just need to click the first link in the description and then you will be on this page. I just want to let you know that if you use the link in the description, you will get the best free trial available. So once you are on this page, you just need to click here on Start for free and then you can create your free account. Once you've created your account on Instantly, you will be able to use Instantly for free. And now the first thing we need to do to create our first cold email campaign is to add email accounts in Instantly. So if you want to do that, you just need to go here and click on email accounts. And then on this page, you just need to click on this button, Add New. On this page, you have three choices. So you can buy pre-run accounts. So it's a bit expensive, but with this solution, you can buy existing domains and email accounts. And these emails are already warmed. So it means that if you want, you can start sending cold emails today. Then you have this choice done for you email setup. So if you don't want to waste your time to buy domains and to set up your email accounts, you can let Instantly do all of that for you. And then all you need to do is to warm up these email addresses to start sending cold emails. And finally, the last solution is to connect existing accounts. So if you already bought some domains and you have some email addresses, you just need to click on Google, Microsoft, or if you have something more specific, you can use this option, any provider. So here, basically, you can choose what you want. Of course, you can guess that this one is more expensive than this one, but yeah, it depends on what you want to do and if you want to do all the technical stuff by yourself. So here you choose what's the best for you. Then you click on back. And now the next step is to enable the warm-up of our email addresses. So if you want to do that, I recommend you to select all your email accounts. So here I just have one email account, but if you want to select them all, you just need to click on this box here, then select all, and then you just need to click here. Now here you see that we have warm-up. And the first thing you need to do is to click here on Enable, like this. And now you see that the warm-up is enabled. Then I recommend you to go here in Settings. And here make sure that you have your first name and last name. Then if I scroll, you see that we have a signature. And you will see in a few minutes that this signature will be very useful. So I recommend you to put your first name and then from your company name. And please don't add any link in your signature because it will hurt your deliverability. Then if I scroll, you see here that we have the daily campaign limit. And basically here, you can give the number of emails you want to send per email account. So for this setting, I recommend you to send between 15 to 20 cold emails per day per email account if you have some deliverability problems. And in the case where everything is fine, you can go up to 30. So in my case, I let 30. Then here, minimum wait time, you can select 5 or 10 minutes. Then you have campaign slow ramp. And basically, if you enable this option, and I recommend you to do that, it will gradually increase the number of campaign emails sent per day. So when you start sending cold emails with a new email address, the first day you will send 3 emails, then the next day you will send 6 emails, then 9 emails, and it will increase until you reach 30 emails. So if you really care of your deliverability, and I recommend to do that, I recommend you to enable this option. Then reply to address, we don't care because you will manage all your replies directly in Instantly. Then here you see that we have custom tracking domain. And honestly, I don't recommend you to have this because it will hurt your deliverability. It was useful a few months ago when we wanted to track the email opens, for example. But now it's not a good practice to track everything because now it hurts a lot the deliverability. So now basically we don't need to have a custom tracking domain. And finally here we have some warm-up settings. So the filter tag, we don't care. Increase per day, 1 is perfect. Daily warm-up limit, they suggest 10, but I like to send more, so 30. Then here, please don't check this box. You want to have a slow warm-up for your warm-up emails. And finally, reply rate. I don't know why I have 54, but I like to have 50. Like this. And then don't forget to click on save. Okay, so now at this point, we've connected our email accounts to Instantly. We've enabled the warm-up and we set up the good settings for the deliverability of our emails. And now it's time to create our first cold email campaign. So for that, we need to go back on Instantly. And now this time we go here in campaigns. And now if you want to create a new campaign, very easy. You click on this button, add new. On this page, you need to give a name for your campaign, and I recommend you to write the filters you want to use to find your leads. So in my case, because I want to target people who are head of marketing based in the US, I just write head of marketing in the US, and then I click on continue. Now, the next step is to add some leads to our campaign. So for that, we click on add leads. And here you see that we have 4 choices if you want to import leads. For this tutorial, I want to use LinkedIn Sales Navigator to find leads, and then I will import them directly in Instantly. So now it's time to go on LinkedIn Sales Navigator. On this page, you see on the left that I have all the filters I can use to find my best leads. And on the right, I will get the results, so the leads. Now, the first filter I want to use is this one, current job title. And now let's say that I want to target people who are head of sales, like this, perfect. And now you see that we have head of sales, global head of sales. So that's good. I said that I want to target people based in the US. So I write US and then I click on include. And now let's say that I want to target a specific company size. So for that, I click on company headcount. And then let's say that I want to target companies with a headcount between 200 to 500 people in it. So I click on it. And now you see that with these 3 filters, I have more than 1K results. So if we check the leads, we have head of sales in the US, head of sales in the US, head of sales, head of sales. So that's perfect. Now, if you want to export your leads from a LinkedIn Sales Navigator and get the verified emails, unfortunately, you can't do that natively with LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and that's why you need a third-party tool like Give Me Leads to export your leads and get the verified emails. So if you want to have a button like this one, extract leads, where you just need to click on it to export your leads, you can go on givemeleads.io or you can click in the link in the description. You create your account and you install the Chrome extension. And then once you are happy with the search and you want to export these people, you just need to click on this button, extract leads, and then you will be redirected to your Give Me Leads account. Here you can give the number of people you want to export. So let's say just for this tutorial, 100. You say that you want the emails of these leads, and then you click on export leads. And now you just need to wait a little bit and you will get your export. And now what I want to do is to rename my export. So I target people who are head of sales based in the US, and the company headcount is between 200 people to 500 like this. Perfect. And now I just need to wait a few minutes. All right, so after 43 seconds, my export is done. And now if I want to see my list of leads, I just need to click on download CSV. And here is my list of leads. So we have 100 leads. Perfect. On top, you see that you have all the information to reach out to your leads. For example, you have the first name, so very useful if you want to say hi first name. So in this case, hi Joe. Then you have the last name, the LinkedIn URL, so useful if you want to send a message on LinkedIn. You have, of course, the verified emails of your leads. So when it's verified, it means that it's completely safe to send a cold email and it won't hurt your deliverability. You have the job title, location, and actually much more informations like the company name, company website, company location, company industry, and so on. When you export your leads from LinkedIn Sales Navigator with Give Me Leads, we do two things. First, we make sure that the data is clean. So for example, for the first name, last name, and company name, you don't have any problems with capital letters or with emojis. For example, here you have Adam, and you don't have Adam with a rocket emoji at the end. So for example, if you have hi first name in your cold email, you don't want to have an emoji at the end, and with Give Me Leads, everything is clean. Then the second thing we do with Give Me Leads is to make sure that every single lead matches all your filters. So you see that we have these two columns here, so matches, filters, and invalid reason. So when matches filters is true, it means that the lead perfectly matches all your filters. But now, if I scroll, you will see that some of them are false. For example, we have here false, so wrong job title for Ron. So let's check his job title. Yeah, Western Region Sales Manager. So actually, Ron is not head of sales. And if you really want to target people who are head of sales, Ron is not your ideal customer. So with this feature, you don't waste your time to check manually the data because we do it for you. And at the end, you can decide to either keep the lead or just decide to remove it from your lead list. Now, what I want to do is to import this list of leads directly in Instantly. So for that, we need to go back on Instantly, like this. Then we click on Upload CSV. And now I just need to click here and select the file on my computer. So I've just uploaded my list of leads, head of sales based in the US in a company headcount between 200 to 500 people. And now what I need to do is to map the column headers that I have in my file with the Instantly variables. So for example, here we have the first name and we want to map it with the first name variable in Instantly. And here to help you, you see that you have a preview of the data. So last name with last name, perfect in general with LinkedIn. And of course, because we want to send cold emails, make sure that you have the email of your leads. So email with email. So once you've mapped everything you need, you just need to scroll. Then you don't need to verify your leads because Give Me Leads do it for you. And then you click on Upload All. So this will upload 89 contacts to your campaign. 11 contacts had errors. And why we have 11 errors, it's because it's impossible to retrieve all the email address of your leads. And now I just need to click on OK. And now if we go here on leads, you see that we have a list of 89 leads, which is perfect. And now what we need to do is to build our sequence. So here you can write a subject. So for example, let's say that I want to promote my SaaS Give Me Leads. I want to write leads with verified emails. And then here I can say hi first name. And now if I want to use a variable, I need to click here on variables. Then I select first name. And now here you can write your email. So for example, do you use LinkedIn Sales Navigator to build your lead list? If yes, we have a solution to export the leads, cleans the data, and gives you the verified emails of your leads. Then I have a soft call to action. Want to try it with 100 free credits. Best. And now what I want to do is to add my signature, like this. Now, if you want to have a preview of your email, you just need to click here on preview, then send from. So I just need to select the email address I want to use, load data for lead, let's say this one. And now we have hi Adam, do you use, and so on. And here you see that at the end, I have my signature. Now let's go back. We click on save. And now what I want to do is to add one follow-up. To do that, I click here on add step. Then I say that I want to send the next message in 2 or 3 days. So let's say 3 days. And then I click on step 2. And here I can write my follow-up. So in my case, I like to have this follow-up, quick follow-up, and that's all. Once you are happy with your emails, I strongly recommend you to select all the text. And here you click on clean HTML. And why we do that, it's because we want to be 100% sure that we don't have any HTML in our email. And why? It's because if you have HTML in your emails, you will have a lower deliverability. So make sure that you don't have any HTML in your emails. Then once you are happy with your emails, you just need to go here in schedule. And here, make sure that you have a good timing. So you want to send your emails from 9 to 6 or 5 p.m. And very important, here you have the time zone, and make sure that you have the time zone of where your leads are based. So in my case, I target people who are in the US, so I keep this time zone. But if you want to target, for example, people based in Paris, where I am currently, I will need to select this time zone, Paris. Then here you can select on which days your emails will be sent. So Monday to Friday, perfect. And finally, don't forget to click on save. Then the next step is to click here on options. And here, these settings are very important. So in accounts to use, you can select the email accounts you want to use. So in my case, I just have one email account for this tutorial. But what you can do is to select every single email account connected to Instantly. Stop sending emails on reply, enable. Open tracking, disable, very important. And here in delivery optimization, make sure that you have this option. So send emails as text only. And you don't want any HTML in your emails. Finally, you click on save and then launch. So are you sure? Yes. Then you click on publish. And now you see in campaigns that my cold email campaign is now active. Now let's say that you want to edit your campaign. So for that, you just need to click on it. Then you click on sequences, and here you can modify your email. Now, if you want to add some leads to your campaign, you click on leads, and then you click on add leads. And here you have 4 choices to upload some leads. So for example, you can upload leads from a CSV file. So this is it for this tutorial on how to set up your first cold email campaign using Instantly.ai. Now, if you want to easily export your leads from a LinkedIn Sales Navigator and get the verified emails, you can try for free Give Me Leads. And so for that, you have a link in the description. And now, if you want to see a complete beginner-friendly tutorial on how to use a LinkedIn Sales Navigator to find B2B leads, you can click somewhere on the screen. It was Vincent. I wish you a nice day and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.